Hi guys, my name is Ercan Polat. I'm a senior Sitecore developer and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to install the latest version of Sitecore. Sitecore did release in the week of Thanksgiving, the version 9.3, and I'm going to install XP single with Sitecore Install Assistant. Overview of this tutorial. We will go over a few new features of this release. I will go over a few resources and I will install Sitecore version 9.3 utilizing Sitecore Install Assistant, and we will verify installation. Honestly, this tool is amazing. It makes the life for us very easy. We can set up an instance in just a few minutes, and we don't have to worry about the prerequisites. We don't have to worry about Solr, and also it gives an option as to install SXA, and we will see how easy it is. So let's go our first subject. So there are a bunch of new enhancements and new features, but I want to mention three of them. The first one is a new content editing experience. So Sitecore did make a major change, and they call this Horizon. And this default installation, you cannot actually get this. You have to install as a separate package. You can see it's as a menu item, and this is website documentation about Horizon. There are three things important about Horizon. It's a new next generation of content editing, and also it provides simulation for different devices. So you can see your content in mobile or tablet or desktop version, and also it combines analytics. So this, again, I don't have really experience. I didn't. It's brand new. I didn't work on the functionality, but I want to mention that this is a new feature that Sitecore provides. So this is a site, Sitecore Horizon 9.3, where you can download the packages. We have a on-premises package, we have a Azure package, and release notes and instructions. Let's go back. The second important thing is about Sitecore AI, auto personalization. Sitecore partnered up with Microsoft, and they have a new engine, and this is probably very enhanced. Again, I don't have too much information. It's new, but when I get more experience, I may record a video. And the third thing is not based on 9.3, but Sitecore's goal. So Sitecore is trying to provide Sitecore as SaaS, software as service, like a Microsoft 360 or any other SaaS application. This is amazing because it will help businesses concentrate on their work instead of worrying about the tool itself, which is Sitecore. So that's nice, but I don't know when they're going to have it or if it's ready. But that's the targets that Sitecore is going for. And there's few things that I want to mention, but there are a bunch of other stuff and enhancements of this release. So that's the documentation. This is where you download Horizon. Let's go back to our documentation with Sitecore 9.3. This is the main documentation. You can find everything related to Sitecore 9.3. But I want to mention that you can see that the experience commerce is the 9.2. So they didn't release, and usually it takes a few months to release a new version of commerce. And you can see it as a 9.3 version of SXA. And let's go to the next one. And this is the main developer documentation for 9.3. You can find everything related to, and really it's nice and easy to follow. You can have a search, you can read and see this information. And this is our site. So Sitecore Experience Platform 9.3 initial release. So you can download the packages, you can download the installation, guides, and anything related to 9.3. So let's go over the packages. So it provides two packages for graphical setup, which is Sitecore Install Assistant. One is XP Single. We're going to uh, download and install this one. XM Scaled. All these five are on premises. Okay, and also it provides 6 different packages for Azure deployment. You can find upgrade options, you can find different languages and anything related. One thing that I want to mention that you should really read this document, release notes, because there are a bunch of enhancements and new features. And let's see, where is our... So we are going to use installation guide for XP, quick installation guide for developer workstation. So let's first go back to release notes, and here are the features that are new. Let's see, for example, this is important. Instead of using CAPTCHA, it's as a new functionality, so you don't have to really worry about this. And a bunch of enhancements, performance enhancements, and our tool, Sitecore Install Assistant, supports optional installation of Solar and Sitecore Experience Accelerator. So when you install Solar, it handles everything that's required to Solar configuration, like running in Windows service or setting up as SSL certification, and this is optional, Sitecore Experience Accelerator. So this is documentation that we are going to follow. And I didn't really install previously. That's the first time I'm going to install, and I believe that it should be easy. And the reason is, let's go back. And so I did download this package, and I extracted. Here are the JSON files and different packages required, and we have the executable. Right click, run as administrator, start. The first thing is that prerequisites. It is easy because it will install the prerequisites for you. There are few changes. For example, just an example, I previously installed Sitecore 9.2, but Sitecore 9.3 requires .NET Framework 4.7.2, so this will install it for you. And there are other things that's required, will install it for you. So let's install. I already installed this once in the prerequisites, so it should take just a few seconds. You can see the log file and more details about the prerequisites installation. Let's wait. One thing that you have to do is once you install the prerequisites, you have to restart IS. Oh, it restarts automatically. So this will be very quick. As I said, I did already install it once. Only the prerequisites. I didn't really go through the entire script. So Solar port. This is optional, but I don't have a new Solar, and it's using 8.1.1. We can verify in a few minutes. And I already utilized 89.8983 port for different version of Sitecore. So I'm using 8986. So let's use this one. Open the service. Okay. I put all my Solar instances under Solar, C Solar, and I did already create an empty folder. It's empty, and I select this one. Okay, create a Windows service and pass prefix, Solar XP Single 9.3. port 8986, and install path, and let's install. And this is optional if you already have set up yourself, but it's very nice. It sends everything for you. Here you can see details. If there's issues, you can check the log files. But I don't think that there should be any issue. And it's very quick. It will take only a couple minutes. So I did stop the recording, and I came back. It took only a few minutes to actually complete this, and you can see that the installation is completed. The Solar Search service has been installed, and everything is running smoothly. You can check the log files, or even we should be able to see Solar service here. Let's see. So this is the one that we installed right now, and it adds 8.1.1. So the Solar version is 8.1.1, a newer version, and you can see it is running. So let's go back. Next one is Sitecore settings. Click next. Solution prefix. So I want to use XP single. Okay. Admin password. Let's use the default B. Select the license file. Okay, that's it. Next. Database. I'm using SA. You can create your own user specific. And this is my database instance name. As I said, you can create a specific user for this installation, and click next. As you can see, it's passes the Solar. If you didn't generate here, here you have to copy and paste, but let's verify our Solar instance if it's running. And you can see it is running, but there are no cores right now. And click, let's verify one more time. Yes, everything is added for us. We don't have to do anything. And select optional Sitecore module. It's only provides Sitecore Experience Accelerator. Let's install this as well. This gives us the summary. And when you click next, it validates the license, zip configuration files, and these are the packages. And installation started. So I'm going to stop the video again, and I will come back, and it's like 3:58, and let's see how long it will take this installation to be completed. Hi guys, I'm back, and as you guys see, the installation is completed. However, I had an issue, and I had to solve this issue. So let me show you what the issue is. So during the installation, I received this error. You can see during this phase, I don't know which phase it is, but it's stopped. And when you read, it looks like it cannot find this Sitecore identity server zip file. It because it doesn't exist. The first thing that I did is actually go to the folder structure and make sure this path and this file name is correct. So actually it was there. So the second thing, of course, like any developers, if you don't know the issue, I did Google. So I did find this article, the first thing that came show out, and I saw, and this is for Sitecore installation framework. So this package name was split in two. Or there's another example that the quotation mark might be some funny or funky quotation marks that you can fix. So I took the idea and said, okay, this might be the same issue. Let me apply this. And the reason that I created here in Sitecore Sec Exchange is that other people can use it, and they don't get crazy, and they can just apply the change. So then I went back. Of course, I don't have to install that PSP file, and I assumed it should be under the config file. Okay, so I just open it, and let's go to, I copy it first, so I don't want to lose. And actually, instead of having the stars here, I first used exactly the same name by copying this, rename, and it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. It threw a validation error. Then I went back and copied the file and renamed it as something simpler name. I thought maybe there's some characters that I cannot see or for some reason doesn't accept, and I renamed the file as Sitecore Identity Server dot whatever it is. And I went back and updated this. But this time also I deleted the quotations, and it might be the quotations, but I don't know, quotation marks, and updated this, saved it, and I have to rerun this whole thing, and it's done. So that was the issue. So click next and launch site. Let's go back to our Solar. Now you can see that our indexes are added. I verified that this site actually exists with our sim tool, and I did run site, and I'm going to log in for the first time, and done. Except just one issue that I faced. This installation was very nice and easy. It will take like 10-15 minutes to install the Sitecore 9.3 version, and this tool is amazing because it installs the prerequisites, it installs Solar, and makes the required configurations, and it's a nice experience. If you liked my video, I hope you liked it. Please subscribe and share this video. And I think my next video will be setting up installing Horizon.